What's up, guys? Mikey in the building. Hey, um, crazy day today. Phenomenal day, especially a phenomenal day on the book, right? A couple names traded today. Not this one. Uh, LGHL, PHIO, SERA, Alt, and MLGO. These were all great names on the book today. I'm going to go over PHIO first. I thought this one was a great one. There's a lot of examples of absorption and empty space, right? What do I mean by empty space, right? As you can see, things are starting to pull back, and the offers are not really staying stacked on this one. Okay, here, here, empty space here. Okay, here, right? And look at all this empty space. There's some spoofs going on right here, push and pulls. You can see that there is more liquidity right here at 190, right? A little tiny 11K offer. And then they start to pull it as price action starts to come in. All right. What does this look like on a candlestick chart? Well, I'll show you. This is what it looks like. Okay. Um, Before I even get into this, showing you how these deep pullbacks, there's charting, right? Implementing charting zones into having confluence with the book. Okay, super important in my opinion. All right, pull this all the way back. Okay, these are just some breakdown zones that I found to me that were valuable. Right, some areas on the book that I want to see hold, sustain. Right, um, some areas that I had some confluence with that I marked out my zones. Right, and especially this one right here, closer to where it's actually kind of stuffing against 211 right now. It might be the top. We'll see. All right, so super important that right? When I utilize the book, I really like to chart out all my charts and then look for a major confluence on the book, right? So let's dive in right here. As you can see, PHIO kind of did a weak open, right? Pulled back, consolidated for a little bit, and then they started to throw up this bidder. Okay, you can see a bidder at 127 if you want to spread it perfectly. Okay, this bidder comes in. There's a lack of selling right here. Okay, small seller right here, 40K, it gets absorbed, right? You can zoom in all the way. You can see him getting absorbed. After that, there is a lack of selling on the best bids, and then a bidder comes in. Okay, that was one of the first signs of this one. Then it does some type of a small book flip right here. You can see that there's offers, and it starts to break through this, and then they start to stack some bids right here. Okay, very important, right? You can see how much liquidity they have on the bid side, right? When you're looking at your current order book, a lot of liquidity. Then you see some magnets up ahead, right? What's very important here is that every time this one pulled back, sellers got absorbed. And after that, there's a lack of selling, right? So you got a lack of selling, few spots right here, okay? Lack of selling right here, right? And these are after some breakdowns. Even again right here too, some absorption, right? So you got a lack of selling all throughout right here, right? What is it doing? Setting up some higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, right? Then a new bidder steps up right here. Now, this is a nasty little flush. Nasty flush, right? Cool. Pulls back to a previous area of interest and consolidation. And then again, same exact thing kept happening over and over and over again. We got a lack of selling on these pullbacks and breakdowns. Pullbacks, breakdowns, pullbacks, breakdowns, right? There's a lack of selling in these breakdowns, guys. And then again, right here, right? What do we got? We got these empty spaces. Empty spaces until you see offers on the book. Okay, this was an amazing one today. Yeah, it's failing now. Let's see what it does against these bids. We'll look at that later. Um, Again, pulls back to a previous area of interest again, right here, and it does not break down. Again, more absorption. All right. I was telling the guys in my room to right? The best thing about using this is that we get to see how they auction the price over and over and over again, right? So hey, you might miss the first one, might miss the second one, but then you can start getting a good read, right? And then understand where we're trading, okay? Super important to understand where we're trading. I had this zone from the daily. So once we consolidated and broke above it and pulled back, and there was no follow through here, especially on the book, this was another area where you see sellers got absorbed at 1040s, and then it starts to reclaim and then go ahead and make new highs, right? This is that breakdown at 1040. This is that consolidation. Really beautiful play. And then since to me, since there's no offers really holding this down too much, there's not a lot of liquidity except for up until 180s. Um, Once buyers step in, algo kicks back in, it's game time. You know, it's a lot of thin air, a lot of thin space in these areas. Um, Over here as well, this is another area again. So this one was a really great trader to me. It was great because I've just been studying so much absorption on both ends, right? I dropped another video of being mindful, right? Being mindfulness of seeing absorption at the top, right? These are some similar um, examples, right? This is a buyer stepping up right here, and you can see if you zoom in, they throw in a spoof bid right here, and then this is that book flip, right? You got a bidder at 195, and as soon as it cracks, they throw in a 20K offer right there, right? You got to be mindful and see the opposite, right? There's buyers getting absorbed up here, no follow through with a big bidder on the book. 10K bidder, it's cool. It's not as much, but it's enough, right? All right, same type of price action, right? As soon as this thing breaks down, there's not a lot. See all this empty space? There's not a lot of bids holding this up. So as this consolidates, you know, you can see these spoofs. This is nice control. Okay, so we had a lot of absorption on this. We had a lot of empty spaces. We had a lot of control. All right, super key. I'm trying to understand. I don't buy breakouts. I don't buy things unless I see some type of absorption now. I'm finding that it's just a really great trade, a way to trade. Uh, Combined with confluence of where we're at on the daily and what potential zones we are trading in, right? Um, I don't know even know where I gotta look up where view up is because yeah, I don't have it on my chart. So on the book you can see we're trading way above it. I don't know if view up on the chart was up higher, you know. Um, but this is price auctioning over and over and over again. This was a phenomenal trader today to me in the sense of looking for absorption, seller absorption, and then no more follow through to the downside. All right, really, really great. We'll see how this one pans out for the rest of the day. Nonetheless, though, you know, you're getting, 60, 70 cents per share on early soaks. It's phenomenal. And if not, and you're catching some absorptions and you're watching this pan out, you're getting some good returns on this one. You know, 40 cents right here. There's a 30 cents right here. It's if you're scalping or holding. It depends on what kind of trader you are. I hold for moves, right? And today was a day when I go through all these two SERA, alt, and MLGO. I'll do that. I'll kind of categorize these really quick in my next video and break those down. But really want to emphasize PHIO, right? I can see if you are a potential scalper and kind of holding these, or I don't know how people trade anymore. Um, Scalping is you're trying to buy breakouts and then kind of get squeezed, or buy a breakout and it doesn't really break out anymore, and you got to sit there and sell and bail, right? But yeah, guys, much love. Peace out, Mikey.